starts now. Well, if you've been outside at all today, you can tell it's been pretty windy. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jordan Berger.
And I'm Monica Madden. Thanks for joining us. First, let's send it over to Kenton for weather updates. Kenton, what's going on?
Yeah, guys, I think you actually don't even have to be outside to know that it's windy. You can hear it indoors, too, because of just how strong this wind is. This is our sustained wind that we've had. You can see throughout the afternoon sustained winds between about 25 and 40 miles per hour. And then, of course, our wind gusts even higher, really between what we were talking about yesterday, between 45 and 55 miles per hour for these winds in that wind advisory throughout all of mid-Missouri. So certainly strong winds here. And if we look at current conditions, they're still gusting around 40 miles per hour in Columbia, only 25 over there in Kansas City. So there is slightly calmer wind that's on the way, but overnight tonight winds are still going to be gusting around 28 to 35 miles per hour. And then tomorrow afternoon, they're back up to around the 30 to 35 mile per hour mark before we cool down even more for our day on Saturday. Saturday's going to be a pretty general day for us. Winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour, gusting up to about 15. So luckily we are better there. We're going to see more sunshine for the weekend too, but we have some flooding that we could be seeing moving in. I'm tracking all of that for you. It's coming up later in Long Weather.
Crews have been working nonstop to clear away debris from the wind. KMU8's Garrett Tias is live in Columbia with more on how they will be doing damage control. Garrett?
I'm standing here live at Stewart Park. As you can see, the wind took down a massive tree. This is one of many trees reported that fell over due to today's weather. The winds reached more than 40 miles per hour and knocked down trees and power lines on University Avenue, outside MU's Waters Hall, parts on Mexico Gravel Road and Stewart Park. Yesterday, the wind conditions were responsible for more than 1,000 homes without power. Now, all power has been restored, but with wind conditions looking to stay around the same tomorrow, one conservation forestry supervisor suggests handling even the smallest tree problems now.
You know, if a tree is overhanging your house or your deck or something like that, I mean, those are prime candidates to have somebody look at them to make certain that they are good, sound trees, so you have a little more confidence that you're not going to have any issues.
For more information on today and this weekend's weather, be sure to check out the KMU8 weather app. Reporting live in Columbia, Garrett Tias, KMU8 News.
All right, Garrett, thank you so much. A Holt Summit couple is left asking why yet again. After a fire destroyed their apartment in January, now they're trying to find the people who stole some of the few things they were able to salvage from that blaze. KMU8's Eric Graves joins us here in the studio with their story. Eric?
Richard McLean and LaDonya Pyatt were just starting to get back on their feet after the fire. They had just found a new place to live, and McLean got a new job. Things took a turn for the worse, though, when they went to check on McLean's pride and joy.
Sickness, sadness, disgust.
Those were LaDonya Pyatt's emotions when she saw her husband's car.
It was sad. It was heartbreaking. You pull up, you see it, you know, like I said, you don't have much left. This is all you got, and then someone takes it from you.
This is all I had. There wasn't nothing else that I really enjoyed but my family, you know. And I figured I'd take the little skills that I do have and work on this car.
Many of the things the couple had saved were in the car. Pyatt said the thieves took stereo equipment, all four wheels, dishes, shoes, clothing, and a lot more.
They left us with trash. There's really nothing left.
For now, the couple is left wondering who would do this to them.
I'm the type of person that would give a person the clothes off my back if they didn't have it. And for somebody to do me like this,
McLean says they have filed a report with the Callaway County Sheriff's Department. As for the car, McLean isn't sure what he'll be able to do with it now. In the studio, Eric Graves, KMU8 News.
Here's what's happening right now. The Missouri House Minority Leader claims the Department of Revenue Director Joel Waters is resigning. The governor's office would not confirm the claim, but says there will be a formal announcement tomorrow morning. Waters' department was responsible for a calculation error that could impact tax returns. Last month, the Special Counsel Committee on Government Oversight had a hearing to see if the department told taxpayers enough about the error. And today, Senators voted on President Trump's national emergency at the border. Missouri Senator Roy Blunt voted against President Trump. In a statement from his press office, Blunt said, quote, "I fully support President Trump's commitment to secure the border and build physical barriers wherever they are needed," but says there are other existing authorities that President Trump wants to do at the border without creating a court case or declaring an emergency. Josh Hawley voted in favor of President Trump's national emergency on the southern border.
Now, Senator Blunt was one of a dozen Senate Republicans who issued that public rebuke on the president's declaration, voting with Democrats to block the president's border wall. NBC's Blaine Alexander has more.
Today, President Trump, a special guest on Capitol Hill for the annual Friends of Ireland luncheon.
The President of the United States.
Visiting Congress on the same day the Senate votes on a public rejection of his national emergency declaration over money for the border wall.
He's stealing that money from the Department of Defense, from our war fighters.
The Senate passing a resolution blocking that emergency declaration. 12 Republicans signing on, publicly opposing the president, despite his best efforts to keep his party in line, tweeting, "Don't vote with Pelosi."
It's a vote for border security. It's a vote for no crime.
The measure has already passed the House, but President Trump promising a veto, his first.
Never before has a president asked for funding, the Congress has not provided it, and then the president has used the National Emergencies Act of 1976 to spend the money anyway.
Meanwhile, in the House, members there sending a message about Special Counsel Robert Mueller's Russia investigation, overwhelmingly passing a resolution urging Mueller's report be made public once finished.
The yeas are 420, the nays are 0.
The resolution will not change Justice Department policy and likely will not be considered in the Senate. But it comes amid growing signs the Mueller investigation is nearing completion. NBC News has learned a top prosecutor on Mueller's team, Andrew Weissman, is leaving his post soon.
That was NBC's Blaine Alexander reporting. The Senate resolution passed with 59 votes, but that's still short of the 67 needed to override a presidential veto.
Amy and I are happy to share with you that I'm running to serve you as the next president of the United States of America.
This morning, Beto O'Rourke announced he's officially throwing his hat in the ring. The former Texas congressman released the video message announcing he will run for president in the 2020 campaign. O'Rourke says the interconnected crises of the economy, climate, and the nation's democracy have never been greater. He tried but failed to unseat Senator Ted Cruz in the midterm elections.
Boeing 737 MAX planes are being ferried to various locations around the country today after the Federal Aviation Administration issued an emergency order to ground the plane. Now, this is one of 9 American Airlines planes that are flying back to Tulsa, whose international airport is home to the company's maintenance base. These flights will only have pilots on board. Japan has become the latest nation to ground the MAX 8. Japan follows the U.S., where the FAA grounded the 737 following the deadly accident of an Ethiopia Airlines plane on Sunday. 4 foreign airlines that fly the plane into Japan have already grounded that model.
One man is dead after he shot 2 women in a Florida home and then barricaded himself inside. Officials say multiple 911 calls came in about a shooting in a Florida neighborhood. Deputies responded to the scene and found 2 women shot. Both women were taken to the hospital and are currently in stable condition. Deputies went into the home and found the man dead. Authorities also evacuated other homes in the area. Coming up, you thought our wins were bad today, but some had it worse.
And the Tigers are playing in day 2 against, well, the other Tigers. We'll have a live report from Nashville.
And our cloud cover is going to hold on tonight, and you could even have some flurries as you head out the door tomorrow morning. I'm tracking that for you. Plus, I'll track our downward trend in our winds, plus where we could see some flooding over the weekend.
And you're taking a live look over the Columbia Regional Airport. The time is now 5:07. You're watching KOMU 8 News, first at 5. Coverage you can count on.
On the next wheel, you have perfect pitch.
So you know, like how it always is like da-da-da-da, yeah. That's A flat, C, F, D. And then when Vanna does the little thing, that's an F.
Vanna, I bet, didn't even know that.
Weeknights at 6:30 on KOMU 8.
This Memorial Day weekend, enjoy a bike ride adventure at Peddler's Jamboree. The 30-mile bike ride from Columbia to Boonville ends with live music, camping, and activities for the whole family. Space is limited, so head to peddlersjamboree.com to purchase today.
Never be surprised by the weather. Download the free KOMU 8 Weather and Traffic app. brought to you by Central Bank of Boone County.
Introducing the all-new Chevy Silverado. It's the official truck of calloused hands. The official truck of getting to work and getting to work. It's the official truck of homecoming and coming home. The all-new Chevy Silverado.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Get 0% financing for 72 months on this all-new Silverado. Or current competitive owners get a total value of over $9,000 when you finance with GM Financial. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Come gather around people wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown. Then you better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone. For the times they are a-changing. For the times they are a-changing. For the times they are a-changing.
For those thinking about a truck, take home a Titan from Joe Mockins Nissan. Designed, engineered, tested, and powered in America. Get an in-stock 2018 Nissan Titan with up to $13,500 in total savings. All backed by America's best truck warranty. Or choose the Nissan Rogue loaded with safety features and save over $4,000. All roads lead to Joe Mockins Nissan, I-70 in Providence, Columbia. Anytime at JoeMockinsNissan.com.
The First Alert Weather Cam is brought to you by the law firm of Harper, Evans, Wade, and Nettemeyer. We will fight for you.
The Missouri Tigers are in day 2 of the SEC tournament where they took on the Auburn Tigers. This is just a day after the Tigers pulled off a 10-point win against Georgia. KMU8's Matthew Judy is live in Nashville. And Matthew, the Tigers season ends today on such a somber note.
Missouri Tigers season finally comes to a close with a 10-point loss to the Auburn Tigers. But not without a fight, though. Conzo Martin's group has that to be proud of. They were in the game with 4 minutes left. They just couldn't make enough shots down the stretch. And as we mentioned, at 5, at noon, and yesterday, mainly throughout this tournament, Auburn shooting was just too much. Jordan Geis, though, he didn't go down without a fight. He scored 25 points on just 14 shots. That makes 55 points in his last 2 games as a Missouri Tiger. Torrance Watson, he added 20 off the bench. Xavier Pinson, the freshman, he struggled. He turned the ball over 8 times. But this does kind of feel like a passing of the torch as the old guys, they graduate, they move on from the zoo, but they pass the torch to those young ballers like Torrance Watson, who put up 20, and Xavier Pinson, as he will continue to grow into that point guard role. For now, though, the Missouri Tigers season finally comes to a close. We will have post-game reaction all night here from Bridgestone Arena. Live in Nashville, Matthew Judy, KOMU8 Sports.
Well, temperatures are already cooling down. That trend will continue at least for 24 hours, but we do have a warming trend ahead. I'm tracking that in your 8-day forecast after the break.
Mattress blowout at American Freight. Mattress sets starting at $49 each piece. Take it home today for $50 and no payments for 60 days. All mattress sets come factory wrapped, priced hundreds below MSRP. Save over $250 on the Legend. Save over $300 on the Royal Ultra. Save over $450 on the Ortho RX Plus. Try it before you buy it. Free layaway till tax refund or longer if needed. Same day delivery ends March 31st on Paris Road in Columbia.
It's easy to see, but kind of hard to say. What is Cranes? We're 1889, but we're also Carhartt, Case, Filson, normal, and not so normal. Cranes Country Store in beautiful downtown Williamsburg. What are we? Boots, bullets, britches, baloney.
At Missouri Furniture, we don't have stores all across the country. We're based right here in Missouri. Our customers aren't numbers, they're neighbors. Your kids may go to school with our kids. And chances are, your furniture is our furniture. So the next time you're thinking new furniture, new appliances, new mattress, think outside the national chains. Think Missouri. Think family owned. Missouri Furniture, Mattress, and Appliance. Love where you live.
Hi, I'm Larry Zigarelli, president of FFO Home, the leader in furniture and bedding needs. And this tax season, let us furnish your home. I guarantee you'll get top quality furniture and mattresses at the lowest prices in town.
Closed captioning of KOMU8 News is brought to you by Genesis Laser and Vein, a KOMU8 Salute to Service partner.
It's a fact. Mediacom outperforms CenturyLink in FCC Internet speed tests. Faster uploads, faster downloads, more speed for all your devices. Mediacom over-delivered on advertised speeds 130%, delivering superior streaming, gaming, and everything else, while CenturyLink underperformed. Faster speeds, faster than advertised. Mediacom Internet.
I ran for mayor on a promise of honest government and safer streets. I led the fight for a city audit and new ethics rules. We added police and 2 fire stations without raising taxes. My opponent raised his own pay and pension, then cashed in, becoming a lobbyist for a utility monopoly just weeks after leaving office. And his record on taxes?
I passed the biggest tax increase in the history of the state of Missouri.
I'm Brian Treese. Let's continue moving Columbia forward together.
Welcome back, everyone. 45 inches of snow piled up in Colorado from an intense low-pressure system that continues to bring dangerous weather to the central U.S. Now, this is video from Denver, where drivers finally got to return to their cars today. The severe weather stranded travelers and left thousands without electricity. One police officer died in that storm. It's expected to move northeast, where it will continue delivering dangerous weather conditions.
Well, nearly the entire Midwest has been dealing with severe winds. Some areas also experienced tornadoes today. A company warehouse in West Paducah, Kentucky, took a direct hit from a storm. Power lines were also knocked down throughout the area. There were no reports of any injuries. The extent of damage in the area has not yet been assessed. And 75-mile-per-hour winds tossed a semi-truck on its side yesterday. The extreme wind event was caught on camera as the semi was traveling down a Texas highway. You can see the trailer lift up off the ground and take a cab with it. Then both come crashing down on the side of the road. Jeez, it's awful.
That is an intense video for sure. Take a look at our current winds. You can see they're sustained around 23 miles an hour in Columbia, 14 miles per hour over there in Kansas City. Gusting still, though, way more than that, around 40 miles per hour still this hour in Columbia, central Missouri, 45 miles per hour over there at St. Louis. And these winds are still going to be pretty breezy overnight tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. So you're still likely going to hear that even as you're going to bed tonight. Now, satellite and radar, you can see this low pressure system, which is the one we've been tracking for multiple days now. It's heading up towards the northeast. It's still going to drop a lot of snowfall here right on in behind it, some rain in front of it, severe weather right now, even some tornado warnings over here for parts of the south. And as this moves through, you can see we have a lot of cloud cover here. You can see very well where still all of this wind is coming through. So that's why it's still going to be just a couple days to allow our winds to calm down, just because of how really strong this system is. And so if we go ahead and look at our temperatures all across the United States, there is a big bubble of colder air right on in behind that system too, which is why we are already cooling down. 15 degrees cooler right now than we were this time yesterday on our Wednesday afternoon. Temperatures have been cooling a bit this afternoon as expected. 44 right now in Columbia, right around 39 in Kansas City, but it's still 65 at Cape Girardeau. So a big change, a cold front pushing through mid-Missouri at this point. And this is a 48-hour time lapse of the rain. And I'm showing this to you because I want you to see how much rain the system has dumped over to our west. You can see over here in Nebraska getting a lot of rain, just back and forth, a lot of snow dropping there in the Panhandle and over into Denver. And I'm showing that too because you see that on our flooding, we have river flood warnings in effect for mid-Missouri. It's not because of rain that we've seen, really, at least not necessarily. It's more because of all the rain that we had over in Nebraska and in Iowa. You can see they have aerial flood warnings still for a large portion of both of those states. And all of that water is going to get into the Missouri River and it's heading our direction. So that's why we have the chance that we could have some moderate flooding. We're not expecting major flooding in mid-Missouri at this point. We could over there in the Missouri River near Atchison and St. Joe could have some major stage flooding. But for us, we are expecting just some moderate flooding. So folks that live in that area know kind of how that is. It's been a while since we've been that high in those river channels, but that's something we're expecting through the weekend as all of that water heads to us here in Missouri. So your first alert to that. Otherwise, tomorrow morning, wind gusts only around 30 miles per hour. As we head into the afternoon, it will be between about 30 and 35 mile per hour wind gusts, while they're sustained between about 15 to 25 miles per hour. So still a breezy day, but nothing compared to where we were today, that is for sure. You can see also by tonight, we do have some sprinkles that could roll in underneath this cloud cover, so don't be surprised if you see that. Even some flurries tomorrow morning because our temperatures are cooling down to around the freezing mark. Then by the afternoon tomorrow, we are going to see a lot of sunshine, and we're going to hold on to that sunshine through much of the weekend and into next week even too. That is nice for us. 32 degrees for our low temperature. Again, because we're around that freezing mark, that's why we could have some of those flurries in the morning. Gusts still up to 40 miles per hour as we're seeing right now, and 35 miles per hour then tomorrow. We're looking at 45 for the high temperature, though, on our Friday. On Saturday, we are starting a warming trend, and that trend's going to continue. Around 50 on Saturday, 54 on Sunday for St. Patrick's Day. Then we're warming into the middle 50s as we begin spring. A slight chance for some rainfall by the middle of next week, too. Some spring showers. And then around 60 by this time next week. We just got to get closer to it. We'll keep you updated right here.
All right, Kenton, thanks so much. Coming up after the break, the FDA is looking to protect teens from a very popular trend.
We'll tell you about the first lawsuits filed in the wake of that big college admissions scandal. Did it cheapen the value of a prestigious degree? And we'll hit the open road aboard a driverless 18-wheeler for a look at the future of trucking when we see you on NBC Nightly News.
Nothing but the best. And for your business, too. Now you can get the new Mercedes-Benz Metris for your company at Mercedes-Benz of Columbia. With award-winning residual value, service intervals at 15,000 miles, and starting at $26,570, we have the van to fit your needs. We want your business at Mercedes-Benz of Columbia, 1710 I-70 Drive Southwest. Distinctively different. Drewing Automotive.
I can keep up with my grandkids again.
I can get back in my garden. I'm cooking Sunday dinners again.
You may not be in your 30s anymore, but that doesn't mean you have to give up the things you love. There is a choice. Heavy, tired, or painful legs don't need to slow you down. They can be treated right here at Genesis Laser and Vein Center. You can get your life back, and it's a whole lot easier than you think.
We've helped thousands of people feel better again. Come on in and see if we can help you.
What the hell am I wearing? Are you me? Digging the extra femme look. Shouldn't I dress like this all of the time? Now I get what I see in you.
Charmed, all new this Sunday at 9/8 Central on the CW.
See it, believe it. The full Hyundai lineup available at Joe Mockins Hyundai with impressive offers on every Hyundai model, all sold with true upfront pricing. View hundreds of new Hyundais on our big board with prices and discounts clearly marked. Every new Hyundai comes with America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and our 3-day love it or leave it guarantee. Worry-free car buying with true upfront pricing. All roads lead to Joe Mockins Hyundai at JoeMockinsHyundai.com.
Fast food is a big part of many Americans' typical diets. A new study finds nearly 85 million U.S. adults eat fast food on a regular basis. An author of the study says fast food contributes to obesity, high blood pressure, and heart disease. The data shows people who eat a lot of junk food vary in age, income level, and sex. Mental health issues are rising in young people, and experts think electronics and social media are partly to blame. The rate of teenagers and young people saying they were depressed or had thoughts of suicide are on the rise. Researchers suspect electronics are replacing face-to-face communication, which is crucial for mental health and emotional development. The Food and Drug Administration wants to make it harder for teens to buy flavored e-cigarettes. Recommendations would restrict the sale of all flavored tobacco products to minors. Public health experts note a significant increase in teen tobacco users directly tied to e-cigarette use. Coming up, why these police officers are having a bear of a problem.
Coming up tomorrow on KOMU8 News Today.
An event in mid-Missouri celebrates Women Veterans History Month.
A look at the exhibit involving athletes to help increase awareness of female veterans.
We'll have any late-breaking news for you from the Right Now desk.
And it's finally Friday. We'll have a look at your forecast.
Great days begin with great mornings. KOMU8 News Today. Coverage you can count on.
At Menards, nobody beats our prices, so it's easy to keep your home organized and clean. On a budget, organizing your home has never been easier with Dakota Shelving. Pre-finished shelves are available in 4 beautiful finishes. They're just $2.99 each after rebate. Menards has a wide selection of Dremel power tools. This Versa Power Cleaner is great for cleaning tough stains indoors and out. It's just $49.97 during Menards Think Spring Sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Introducing the all-new Chevy Silverado. It's the official truck of calloused hands. and elbow grease. The official truck of getting to work and getting to work. It's the official truck of homecoming and coming home. The all-new Chevy Silverado. Now during Chevy Truck Month, get 0% financing for 72 months on this all-new Silverado.
Visit your Heart of Missouri Chevy dealers.
Join the thousands of drivers who have their auto insurance through AAA.
I didn't know how easy it was to just switch auto insurance.
The amount of money I was saving was staggering.
After comparing a few other rates, it was clear that AAA was our best place to be.
As a AAA member, you could save an average of $447 a year. Compare that to Geico, State Farm, or Allstate. You could save even more with AAA discounts.
We have the multi-car discount, the multi-policy discount.
We save quite a bit of money by keeping everything we can with AAA.
Best of all, get the service we're famous for and peace of mind.
My reaction was, wow. I could not believe how much money I was saving when I switched over to AAA.
I definitely feel I can rely on AAA no matter what the circumstances.
At AAA, my job is to help you get more AAA out of your AAA card, and that starts with great savings on auto insurance.
Call 866-440-4695. AAA. So easy, so smart, so switch.
University Subaru believes every animal deserves a safe home. That's why we're a proud sponsor of KOMU 8's Pet Corner.
Hey everyone, today in Pet Corner I have Gwen with me, and Gwen is a 1 to 2 year old mix, and she has a lot of sweet energy with her, and she also gets along with other dogs pretty well, so that's some good news. She might be a little shy in new places, but don't worry, she will warm up right next to you. You can learn more about Gwen by going to cmhspets.org.
We are now learning that a semi has flipped on Highway 63 near Moberly. KOMU 8's Emma Claybrook is live at the scene with more on how this happened.
I'm here on US 63 North, where a semi-truck flipped over from all of these gusty winds. It flipped the truck over off of the highway just right past Clark on US 63 North. Now, when I got here about half an hour ago, traffic wasn't that bad. It wasn't backed up very far, but now it's backed up for about half a mile. So if you're getting ready to travel north on US 63, be prepared for some delays. Now, 2 tow trucks are working to get the semi-truck flipped back upright. And I talked to Missouri State Highway Patrol. They told me the truck just flipped over, and they don't have any information about the driver at this time. Now stay tuned. I will try to get more things confirmed for KOMU 8 News at 6. Reporting live in Clark, Emma Claybrook, KOMU 8 News.
All right, Emma, thank you so much. Here's a look at what we're following for KOMU 8 News at 6. Some of Columbia's water mains haven't been replaced in more than 50 years.
That could affect your water pressure and make you more vulnerable during heavy rain. We'll tell you what's being done on KOMU 8 News at 6.
Kenton.
Remember, winds still gusting around 40 miles per hour right now. All the winds currently are in from the west, as well as that low pressure system moves to the northeast. That is changing our wind direction around as well. Temperatures are around 32 degrees by sunrise, and mostly cloudy still. Even a few flurries are going to be possible there. Then we're around 45 tomorrow afternoon with more sunshine.
A mama bear in Massachusetts made an unfortunate choice for a place to raise her family, the median of a busy highway. This morning, the Massachusetts State Police had to remove her and her cubs from their den and relocate them to a nearby state forest. The police department tweeted the whole operation went very well. That's a good one.
Aside from that pun, that was really cute story.
That was cute.
Anyway, well, join us at KOMU 8 News at 6 o'clock. NBC Nightly News is coming up next. That's our time for now. Thanks for joining us.
On air, online, on Facebook, on Twitter, on the News app, and the Weather app. KOMU 8 News. Coverage you can count on.
Tonight, a turf war has super